I don't think many would argue with mending being the best enchantment you can have on your tools and armor in Minecraft. But when you're starting a new world, you probably don't have the resources to build a full-scale village trading setup to get the necessary books. Access to emeralds is an issue too. AFK fishing was fixed in 1.16, so fishing for books and hoping to get mending isn't really viable anymore. I want to show you a method to get a villager with cheap trades that can sell you the book. Of course, it can be any book or any other type of villager trader you want, but mending is the obvious choice. These are the items you definitely need to prepare. One lectern, a few books, one trapdoor, and optionally, but I would definitely recommend it, I would suggest bringing a couple of stacks of paper too. And then either you need a bunch of emeralds you somehow collected earlier, or a workstation for a second villager and items to sell to him to get those emeralds. If you don't know which villagers trade what, just go for a farmer since it's the easiest to get in the early game. Prepare this. One composter, a few stacks of carrots or potatoes or wheat, and another trapdoor. After you collected all that and bring it with you, the next step is to find an igloo. How you do that is up to you. Either explore your world or use a mapping program. It's up to you. Your world, your rules. What you're looking for is a snowy taiga or snowy tundra biome and a structure that looks like this. In here we have a room that is covered in carpet, and about half of igloos have this trapdoor here and a ladder to go to a secret room below. Let's go down to the secret room. In here you will find a zombie villager and a normal villager. We will use the zombie villager to first cure him and then get the trades we want, and the normal villager we can use to get emeralds if you don't have them already. You can remove these over there, place a trapdoor here, and now we can remove these iron bars here, and they can't reach us because they hit their head on the trapdoors and cannot move out of their holes. And in this room we also have everything we need. So a golden apple and a splash potion of weakness. That's all we need to cure the zombie villager. Since the process to cure the zombie villager takes quite some time, let's start with that. We hit him with the potion and then right click him with a golden apple, and now you can see he's starting to shake. This is starting the curing process. It's gonna take a few minutes. Now let's get some emeralds. We place a composter in front of this guy, and soon, hopefully, he will get a hat. Well, not yet. The problem might be that this has to be done at certain times of day. If it's night or too early or too late in the day, the villagers are not working. If they're not working, they're not picking up professions. So, since this is just a test world, let me fiddle with some commands to see if I can make the time right. And we can see that he is trading. He's giving us emeralds for potatoes, and that's good enough. Let's give him some potatoes, get emeralds, more potatoes, more emeralds, and this wasn't that much, but if we're lucky, 4 emeralds might be just enough of what we need. Let's wait for the zombie villager to finish curing. And there we go. The zombie villager is cured. Let's make him into a librarian. There we go. He became a librarian, and he has a fortune-free book. I would probably actually keep him in my current world, but we're here for mending. So, to reset the trade, you just remove the lectern and give it back to him, and now he has a new trade. And we don't like that trade, so we remove the lectern, and now he's selling that book. We're not interested. And you can just keep doing like this. Of course, the time will change, and eventually they will stop resetting the trades, so I would also probably suggest bringing a bed so you can sleep here, because this can take a few hundred attempts in the worst case to get the mending book. But if, oh, there we go. I was very lucky when I was saying that, because now we got the exact trade we want. And this is also the reason why you want to bring paper. If you want to continue doing this, you can get the mending book for just 1 emerald. From the earlier trades we only got 4 emeralds, but he also has a paper trade. So if you trade with him and make sure this is actually the villager you want to keep, because when you trade with him you lock in the trades. This is it. Now he will never trade anything else in the future. This is the trade. But this is why I suggested bringing paper, because now we can get more emeralds even if the book is more expensive. And now, boom, boom, we have our mending book, and that's it. This is all you need to do. Like I said, you can keep doing the resetting of the trades and get down to 1 emerald per book. But it is very convenient when he both has a paper trade and a book trade, because because paper is easy to get. Of course, if you want to be very sure that this succeeds without you going back to your base to pick up more materials, just bring more food to sell to this guy. He has a decent chance that his second trade will be pumpkins, so you might also want to bring pumpkins, and if you trade with him even more, he might be buying melons if you're lucky. So there are many possibilities, but this is the most basic way of getting your first mending book. And by the way, this guy needs to be called the Mender, because he is the mending book vendor, so that is the obvious name. If you give him a name tag, call him the Mender. That was all. Thanks for watching, and have a good mending.